Hi there folks, and welcome back to the channel and a look at a Longines Hydroconquest. Now this one isn't mine. It is my son's, and he doesn't actually know I'm going to be reviewing it. He's given it to me because it's the quartz version, and the battery ran out, so he needed a new battery, and the thing was absolutely filthy as well, so we've given it a good old clean up and a polish. Now bear in mind that this watch is about 4 years old, and he bought this as his daily kind of grab and go, and to wear for work. So he's got a nice looking watch for work, but it's quartz, so he doesn't have to worry about it, whether setting the time. And also he works in the bar trade, so he's changing barrels of beer and kind of helping to serve up food and all the other stuff that goes in with the pub trade. So this watch takes a beating, so bear that in mind. It's 4 years old, so it's not new, but anyway, let's take a look at it. This is the larger version of the Hydroconquest, so we'll get some sizes done. We've got an overall case size between the 4 and 2 of 44mm, including the crown. We are 49mm, and we have a lug to lug of a very substantial 54.5mm, and we have a thickness of 11.5mm. We have a lug width of 22mm. Now, if you look at the way the bracelet drops down, it actually comes down inside the overall width of those lugs, so it probably doesn't wear as big, but you are still going to get the overhang over the end of your wrist if you are a bit smaller. And it weighs in at a pretty hefty 195 grams, and this has got one link removed. We'll have a look at the dial, and this is the blue sunburst dial on this, which is actually incredibly nice. That dial, I have to say, is really well done, and the sapphire crystal does have AR coating. Not too sure how many layers, but yeah, we have applied indices with numerals at the 12, 6 and 9. All the others are circular, which are loom filled, and we'll take a look at the loom in a little while. We have a date complication at the 3 o'clock, which is framed in white. We've got the Longines font, which is printed, and then the Longines logo, which is applied below that. And just above the 6 o'clock, we are 30 bar, 300 meters water resistant. The bezel on this is a 120 click unidirectional dive time bezel, and you can see it's got an aluminium insert, which due to the nature of the work that he does has taken a bit of a hammering, but bear in mind, 4 years of everyday use this watch has been through. Now the bezel on this, the new version is slightly different insofar as it doesn't have these silly smooth sections here and here, and that's always been my gripe with the Hydroconquest, and I'm glad that they've got rid of that in the next generation of them. I'll be quiet so you can hear the bezel. It's not the easiest one to use. It's actually really quite tight, so well, and you'll know that by the noise it makes. That is, yeah, that's quite tight. But once you've got it underway, it's okay. You just have to kind of keep away from these smooth sections, because if you grab those, you're just not going to be able to turn it. Yeah, there we go. And so, yeah, but it's it got a little bit of back play, not too much. Now the case and the bracelet, everything is 316L stainless steel. You can see we've got high polish on the sides, brushing on the top of the lugs, a brushed outer link of the bracelet with a polished center link, then brushing and then polishing, and etc. around the rest of the watch. Now the bracelet on this, it's 22mm, as I said, and it's got this H-link configuration, which is push pins with a pin and collar system, and the collar is in the center. Now we have a locking clasp which is just a friction fit. And you see we've got 300 meters water resistant there, and your Longines logo there. And you can see this is pretty scratched up. We flip that open, you get a polished milled clasp, and then on the case back you've got your Longines logo, which is heavily embossed in the center, and then your Hydroconquest, your serial number, all stainless steel, Swiss made, water resistant to 30 bar, screw down case back, and high polish on the inside of the case there and the underside of the crown guards. Now the crown guards is something else. This is actually something I'm not too keen on. To me, I know they're kind of classic and it is part of the Hydroconquest, but I just think that they're a bit on the big side and a bit ugly and kind of angular, you know, and I believe that they are very similar to that on the new one. I just wish that they'd kind of scaled them back a little bit, if I'm honest. They just look a bit like an afterthought. You know, we've made a watch. I suppose we've put some crown guards on. Look at the size of that crown, and then they've bonged them on. But that's my own personal preference. They certainly do the job. The crown is signed, as you can see there, with the Longines logo. The movement inside this is an Etta quartz. I'm not too sure of the caliber, and it has a battery life of just 2 years. And it is actually 2 years since he had this done last time, and he sent it away to Longines to have it done because the watch was still under warranty. So I mean, obviously it no longer is. Now then, it does have some lume, as you would expect for a dive watch, but if I'm honest, it's actually a bit on the disappointing side. Shouldn't have really said that. I should have let you see for yourself. But yeah, I expected more. So we'll drop the lights. Now initially we get a nice bright glow, but if you look at those indices in particular, if you look at the centers of them, they've got those little dark spots. Yeah, and I don't think it's particularly evenly applied. Now we did a head-to-head kind of lume challenge with this against a Hamilton Scuba, which is not a dive watch. It's just 100 meter water resistance, and the Hamilton beat it. So yeah, I hope that they've actually resolved that on the new Hydroconquest. Actually, if you want to see a review on the new Hydroconquest, if you head over to Time to Go Travel and Timepieces YouTube channel, I believe he's recently reviewed the green version of the new Hydroconquest. So yeah, I definitely recommend going over there and having a look at that. I'll leave a link down below so you can go and check that out. But yeah, I mean, as a grab and go kind of daily quartz, so that you've got a kind of nice watch on your wrist because you're kind of working in public and all the rest of it, but you don't want to worry about it too much, and it does take a beating. I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's definitely up for the job. It's covered in scuffs and dings, but the watch is still absolutely fine, keeps time perfectly, and the only time it's ever kind of let him down, if you like, is when it needed a new battery. So yeah, but there we go, the Longines Hydroconquest. Now the serial number of this is the L38404, which is the 41mm. Now sorry, the 44mm. There is a 41mm as well, which is about 30 GBP less. Now the full retail on these is £830. Now I know that you've got the heritage of Longines and all the rest of it, and it's a well-made watch. You know, generally speaking, the fit and the finish is very good, and kind of what you would expect. But I do think that £830 for a kind of a quartz watch is a bit on the strong side, and the 41 is like I said, it's about £30 less at 800. So there we go, Longines Hydroconquest L38404 44mm quartz diver. If you enjoy this content, give me a thumbs up, please. That would be great. It's the best way you can help the channel. And please, if you'd like to, please subscribe, like and comment. Let me know your thoughts on kind of a higher end quartz watch. You know, is it something that you would buy, or would you have kind of headed towards the automatic? But yeah, I think it's a nice watch. Bit overpriced though, if I'm honest. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers for now.